Something's happening in the automotive world, and not in a good way. Across the country, dealership lots are turning into graveyards for vehicles no one wants. The cars aren't damaged. They're not discontinued. They're just sitting. Some of them were hyped to be game changers. Others wear prestigious badges that used to guarantee sales. But in 2025, that shine is wearing off. And fast. So what went wrong? Today, we're diving into the top 10 car models that dealerships simply can't get rid of, no matter how hard they try. And some of these, you won't believe they made the list. Let's get into it. Number 10. Land Rover Discovery Sport. On paper, it has everything: a sleek design, luxury appeal, and that coveted Land Rover badge. But peel back the surface, and the Discovery Sport tells a different story. Consumer Reports gave it a brutal reliability score, just 30 out of 100. Drivers have reported everything from rough suspension to a transmission that lags like it's stuck in 2012. Its 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine doesn't deliver much either, and the 19 miles per gallon fuel economy is hard to justify in a compact SUV. Then there's the interior. It looks decent at first glance, but the materials feel cheap for the $55,000 price tag. The rear seats are cramped, the tech is frustrating, and overall, it feels more like a compromise than a luxury purchase. And the numbers speak volumes. With a market day supply of 269 days, the Discovery Sport is sitting idle, forgotten in rows of unsold inventory. A premium name alone isn't cutting it anymore. Buyers want real value. Number 9. Fiat 500e. It was supposed to bring Italian charm into the electric age. Instead, the 500e is turning heads, for all the wrong reasons. Its biggest flaw? The range. At just 141 miles per charge, it's a hard sell when competitors offer nearly double that, at the same price or less. Add in a tiny cabin, a bumpy ride, and you're looking at a car that's more frustrating than fun. And that price, $34,500, doesn't help. EV buyers are smarter than ever, and when you can buy a more spacious, higher-range EV for less, charm doesn't carry much weight. Fiat's parent company, Stellantis, is already struggling with declining sales, and this model isn't doing it any favors. The 500e now sits on lots for an average of 288 days, a clear sign that city-friendly looks just aren't enough in 2025. Number 8. Nissan Z. The hype was real. A modern tribute to the legendary Z lineup, wrapped in nostalgia and powered by a twin-turbo V6. It was supposed to be Nissan's comeback moment, but things quickly unraveled. Delays pushed the car's launch past its peak hype window. By the time it finally landed in showrooms, attention had already shifted to other, newer competitors. And with a price of $55,000, buyers started comparing it to better-performing, more refined sports cars. Inside, the Z feels dated, like a throwback in the worst way. The tech is basic, the materials underwhelming, and while it may appeal to enthusiasts, it lacks the polish that today's buyers expect. Now, over 2,000 units are collecting dust, with a market day supply of 350 days. Nostalgia sold the dream, but execution failed the reality. Number 7. Hyundai Ioniq 6. It looks like something from the future, but in the present, it's already struggling. Hyundai positioned the Ioniq 6 as a bold, aerodynamic EV with sleek lines and tech-forward appeal. And while some buyers loved the look, others found it too experimental. That polarizing design is just one of its problems. At $46,000, the Ioniq 6 sits in an ultra-competitive space, one where SUVs dominate and buyers demand range, practicality, and value. Sedans are losing ground, and even a futuristic one can't escape that trend. Performance is solid, but not exceptional. And when you're neither budget-friendly nor luxurious, you end up in no man's land. That's exactly where the Ioniq 6 is now, with 6,000 units unsold and a market day supply of 263 days. It wanted to stand out. It just didn't stand strong enough. Number 6. Lincoln Navigator. Once the king of full-size luxury SUVs, the Navigator now feels like a relic, Sure, it has the bells and whistles, massage seats, leather everywhere, a massive dashboard screen, but it also has a fuel economy rating of just 16 miles per gallon. That's a big problem when gas prices are on the rise and efficiency is top of mind. At $115,000, buyers are questioning what they're really getting, especially when competing SUVs offer better tech, fresher designs, and more thoughtful features at a lower price. It doesn't help that the Navigator hasn't changed much since 2018. In a segment that thrives on innovation, it's starting to look and feel outdated. With 8,700 plus units sitting unsold and a market day supply of 262 days, Lincoln's flagship is slipping into obscurity. Luxury, it turns out, doesn't age well without evolution. Number 5. Audi Q8. It's stylish, bold, and commands attention. But the Q8 has a big identity crisis. At $85,000, it's hard to justify over the more practical and spacious Q7, which costs significantly less and includes a third-row seat. Buyers are wondering, why spend more for less? The driving experience? Nearly identical. The performance bump is marginal at best, and those seeking true performance tend to look elsewhere. Think Porsche, not Audi's middle-tier lineup. Inside, the Q8 does look premium, but it doesn't bring enough extra to the table to make buyers feel like they're upgrading. The result? A market day supply of 270 days and slowing sales. The Q8 tried to carve a niche. Instead, it got stuck in the shadow of its own sibling. Number 4. Jeep Grand Wagoneer. It's big, it's bold, it's brimming with luxury features. But buyers just aren't buying it. The Grand Wagoneer entered the luxury SUV space swinging, aiming to compete with the likes of BMW and Mercedes. But Jeep's brand equity doesn't carry the same weight in the high-end world. At $112,500, expectations are sky high. And unfortunately, the Grand Wagoneer doesn't meet them. Concerns about long-term reliability, inefficient fuel economy, and an unrefined driving experience have left buyers second-guessing. Add to that a rising focus on sustainability and fuel costs, and this gas guzzler feels out of step with the times. Now, dealerships are stuck with overstock. The Grand Wagoneer sits unsold for 288 days on average, a painful reality for Stellantis. Number 3. BMW 5 Series. For years, the 5 Series defined mid-size luxury performance. Now, it's struggling to justify its spot. The latest generation softened its driving dynamics, something longtime fans didn't take kindly to. And in an era where SUVs dominate, a traditional sedan, even a BMW, feels like a harder sell. Its design has also sparked debate. Bold for some, bloated for others. And at $66,000, more versatile crossovers like the X5 are luring buyers away. Right now, over 3,200 units remain unsold, with a market day supply of 305 days. The 5 Series still has name recognition, but in 2025, that might not be enough. Number 2. Chevrolet Camaro. This one hurts. The Camaro is an American icon. Loud, fast, unmistakable. But it's also becoming irrelevant. Sales have been declining for years. Even with its roaring V8 and signature design, the market for sports coupes is shrinking. Buyers are trading 2 doors for 4 or skipping gas engines entirely. The interior feels dated. Tech lags behind competitors. And for $42,000, practicality matters more than ever. Dealers are stuck with unsold units piling up, with a market day supply of 290 days. The Camaro's legacy is undeniable, but its future, that's far less certain. Number 1, Toyota Avalon. Long considered a go-to for reliable comfort, the Avalon now finds itself stranded. The problem isn't quality, it's relevance. In a world where SUVs dominate, full-size sedans like the Avalon are falling out of favor fast. At $43,000, buyers are turning to SUVs like the Highlander or RAV4, which offer more space and versatility for the same price, or less. Even Toyota loyalists are jumping ship. Its design, while solid, feels uninspired. And competitors like Hyundai and Genesis are bringing fresher, more dynamic options to the table. With a market day supply of 275 days, the Avalon is fading fast. A long-time leader, now a casualty of shifting tides. The automotive landscape is changing, and fast. Legacy names, luxury giants, and even electric newcomers are finding out that name recognition isn't enough. Today's buyers want value, innovation, and relevance. From overhyped EVs to fading icons, these 10 cars show what happens when the market moves faster than the automakers. Which of these models surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve in the car world, don't forget to like and subscribe. The next industry shakeup is already in motion. Are you ready?